the nursing field?
I went back to work. I got sober in February of 2006. I went back to work in July of 2006.
Okay. How's that been?
Challenging. When I first went back to work, I did go back to the hospital.
Because you always hear people, places, and things. Now, if the place where you used and started to really get into your use hardcore, how's that work for you?
A kid in a candy store. When I first went back, it was a little easier. I didn't have narcotic access. So I just did my thing and it was fine. But when I got my narcotic access back, I literally, every time, had to say, I'm not going to take this.
You had to play the tape out.
Yeah, as good as it would feel, I kept a list in my pocket of reasons to stay sober. And, you know, these things are, my life is more important. My nursing license is more important. My relationship, my livelihood, everything was more important. But I literally had to tell myself every time, you know, this Dilaudid is not something that's good for me, and I'm not doing this again. And it came to a point where I still, after, you know, a year's time, found myself still telling myself that story. And I didn't doubt my sobriety, but I also couldn't say to myself firmly, in 5 years, I'll be okay and not relapse.
Have you ever considered another profession?
I have not considered another profession. In fact, I'm continuing my profession, but my education in the nursing field, but I did switch. I work in an office-type setting. I still see patients, but I don't handle medications.
This seems like law enforcement, certain professions, police officers, teachers, nurses, they have that something in them.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
There's nothing else for me to do.
Can't get the nurse out of you.
Yeah, at all. So I just have taken myself, and actually I'm more fulfilled at this job. I love what I do. I take care of terminally ill patients, and I don't have to deal with, I deal with their medications in the aspect making sure they have what they need ordered, but as far as physically handling the meds, I don't do that. And while I wasn't feeling like I was going to relapse, I couldn't promise myself never. So it was better for me to just, that would have been the easiest route for me to relapse. I would certainly do that easier than I would to go out and buy heroin again. So take myself away from that.
How has your life been since you got clean and sober?
Amazing.
Across the board, professionally, personally?
Amazing all the way around. I've really come full circle with where I want to be. I'm back in the kind of nursing that I always loved and I had done and then left because my heart just wasn't in it, but my heart was clouded and I wasn't myself anyway. And after I had been sober for a little over a year, I went back into the kind of nursing that I love. So, you know, professionally, I couldn't be in a better place. I'm continuing my education. I started doing work with Reiki, and I've earned my Reiki master. So that I can use with nursing in conjunction. So before, when I was using, I wouldn't have given up all that free time to do all the training for that.
Too busy going out copping.
I had other things to do, like not out on the couch, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, going back to school was a pipe dream before, and now I'm doing it. Personally,